What's popping, my guys? This is K.JAYtrends and the news getting on our desk right now. And before we get to the news, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to this YouTube channel. We are on our road to 1,000 subscribers, and I know we will get there. Make sure you ring that bell, subscribe to get our latest news. Now, fast growing Ebola outbreak in DRC surges to the second largest on record. Now, the ongoing Ebola outbreak in the Democratic Republic of Congo has quickly grown into the second largest on the record, with cases taking just weeks to reach levels that had taken years in the previous outbreak. So all is not well in the DRC. Now, these have been at least 3,553 confirmed cases since this outbreak was identified in mid-May. According to the data published Friday by the World Health Organization, at least 1,558 people have died. Oh my God. In just over 2 months, cases in this outbreak have surpassed the total number reported in another historic Ebola outbreak in the DRC that lasted nearly 2 years from August 2018 to June 2020. Now, the first 1,000 cases in the outbreak were reported within the first 40 days of response. Activation. According to the U.S. Centers of Disease Control and Prevention, but it took nearly 6 times as long, about 235 days, to reach more than 1,000 cases during the 2018 outbreak. Now, the only larger Ebola outbreak is in the 2014-26 outbreak in West Africa, which ended up with more than 28,600 reported cases and 11,325 deaths. Now, which are the challenging circumstances that are in DRC Congo? Now, the current outbreak presents a challenging set of circumstances. It is driven by the rare Bundibugyo strain of the virus, for which vaccines and treatments are not readily available, and active conflicts in the region is hindering the ability to response team to reach the affected communities. And we all know DRC Congo, there have been a lot of conflicts amongst tribes and the regions there, and also the vaccines not being readily available, I believe, because maybe the road is not good, for maybe the urbanization is quite low. Despite the progress we have made, the outbreak in DRC is continuing to outpace the response. WHO Director General Dr. Tedros Adhanom said this month, intense transmission in the province of Ituri remains our biggest concern. So right now, the biggest worry is in Ituri. About 2/3 of the deaths are happening among people who never receive care in a health facility. So as we speak right now, there are people in Ituri who have not even received any care from any health facilities. This is very scary, which can drive to community transmission due to exposures that may occur with the unsafe handling of the bodies. Oh my God. Each confirmed case is in an urban area is believed to have 40 potential contacts, with about 3,400 cases in the DRC. The contact tracing list should have about 135,000 people for outbreak responsive to follow up with, but only about 1 to 8 fewer than 18,000 people have been identified for the list. Dr. Jean Kaseya, Director General of the Africa CDC, said at a briefing on Thursday more than 80% of new cases are detected by people who had not been identified through contact tracing. If we don't master this indicator, we will not stop the outbreak, Kaseya said. I am not in position to tell you that we have a total control of this outbreak today, because for me to say that, now this is Kaseya saying, to say that for me to confirm that we have achieved the peak and we can't start to think about when maybe we can stop this outbreak. We need to ensure that all new cases are coming from contact list. We need to ensure that all deaths are coming from confirmed cases that have isolated or admitted. He said this is not the case. For the 3,553 confirmed cases, the vast majority have been reported in the Ituri province in the northwest corner of the country. It is a resource-rich area with lucrative gold mines and trade routes, which drive high population mobility and cross-border movement. It is also home to more than 1 million displaced people and armed groups, creating widespread insecurity. Now, in Turi is in the northern province, northern east corner of the country, where there is a lot of mines. There is a lot of mines. The area is rich. It's a rich region, but in the securities there are a lot of armed groups that have created a lot of insecurity in that area. Now, 20 cases associated with the current outbreak have been reported in Uganda and one in France, most of which were imported from the DRC. Now, on Tuesday, health officials in Uganda declared that the country is officially Ebola free, which is good news for the Uganda that they are now Ebola free. That is good news from the Ministry of Health. Now, declaration follows the successful completion in all outbreak response measures and confirms that there have been no further transmission of the virus, according to the release from the Uganda Ministry of Health. Now, WHO requires 42 days to enhance surveillance before the end of an outbreak can be declared, and the organization has not marked his milestone for Uganda. Now, this is the research in real time. As the outbreak continues to grow in the DRC, trials of vaccines and treatments are underway. An vaccine targeting the Bondibrorio strain development by the University of Oxford in collaboration with the Serum Institute of India is the first to research the clinical trial stage, and the first dose was administered last week. So that is nice. Now, more and more news to come about the Ebola cases and more stories that are trending all over the world and all over Africa. Make sure to subscribe and tune in to KJ Trends for more and more videos and peace.